Ladies and gentlemen, we're back with a brand new episode, or, well, a new career mode. Simple as. No old career modes going on. We're back. I'm going to start a fresh career mode. We're going to skip the feeder series, however. And yeah, we're back. Now, we're going to be driving as, obviously, myself. I'm going to start off in a junior team of, who shall I start with? In a way, I'm thinking either McLaren. Ooh, either McLaren has or Alpha. These are the four. McLaren has or Alpha. 3 teams. Which one should we go for? Let's go for Has. Why not? Actually, no. That sounds wrong. Alpha. Why not? Now, before we do that, we need to change our driver name, actually, sorry, from the driver name screen, which is a bit frustrating. You have to keep on changing your name from this customization screen. Need to change that. So, obviously, choose name. So, here we go then. So, obviously, we're going to be, obviously, racing back as, you know, our normal name. And hopefully, we can get a few wins. Now, we're gonna use, we're gonna use a new helmet. Gonna create a helmet design, all of that. We're gonna be racing under the German flag, because, you know, why not? Right. There we go, that's, you know. We're gonna go for number 6. Same as Nico Rosberg. Right, register all them details. Then we need to go to helmet design. Obviously, there's Ayrton Senna's helmet. That's a nice helmet. Right, Alan Prost. No, don't want that one. Have a look at some of these ones. We're going to go for McLaren, actually. There we go. Yeah, we're going to drive as McLaren. Okay? And, so alright. I'm going to go for... I want it to be orange. Right, so first colour is going to be orange. Right, next on to the next colour. Orange blue, ain't it? It's a dark blue, ain't it? That's quite nice, actually. There we go. So that's going to be our helmet for the season. Then, and let's get this brand new career mode underway then. So, going to go for McLaren. Yeah, here we go then. So, have to accept that contract that we've been given. Right, who do we want? Carlos or Lando? Lando is a better younger teammate. Maybe could have him for more seasons, but Sainz is certainly the better of the 2 teammates. Ugh, who do I go for? Sainz. It's gotta be. He's done the better job. Right, 25% race. It'd be a short qualifying, unless we do the long. But I'm not fancying long qualifying in this career mode. 25% race, short qualifying, or should we do a 50% race? In fact, 50% race, full qualifying. We'll only do the 1 practice session. Yeah, so we'll see. I think that'll be interesting. We'll see how that works out. So yeah, so we're gonna do obviously first qualifying. First practice session will just be about getting the R&D points. So obviously nothing interesting or special. Then qualifying. I don't know how far we can go in qualifying. Put it that way. I think, you know, it just depends on how the car feels, you know, sort of thing. I don't know whether we could actually or get into the top 10 or, you know, I don't know. Like, in theory, McLaren should be able to get into the top 10. Certainly, with the car we've got, it's a decent car, you know what I mean? But, can we get into the top 10 is another question.
At the back over there. It should be all set up on the network, but let the guys know if it isn't. From there, you can access all the data you need to help us direct development of the car. Get yourself settled, and then head out to practice when you're ready. I'll catch up with you later, okay?
So here we go then.
Team. McLaren are one of the most successful teams in the sport, and they've really...
So, talking about McLaren being one of the most successful teams, obviously, in Formula 1 history, of course, and indeed they are, but not in recent times. No, they're not, of course. This only really would apply that statement if we were talking earlier on, but now they're, well, nowhere near successful. Like, they got a podium, okay, they got a podium earlier on in the year, but at the end of the day,
it's the first time the car has run since winter testing.
you know,
The more consistent
still
mileage
not
you can get
that
in
great,
these
they're
sessions,
not.
the happier we'll be.
So, here we go then. So, obviously, the aim of this session is to basically, you know, get some points on board, R&D points. Now, I'm either going to drive this series using the Halo cam or cockpit. Let's see how we get on with the Halo. So yeah, I think we'll use this camera much better.
Okay, your goal is to get through as many corner gates as quickly and precisely as possible. Best of luck out there, approaching the DRS zone. Watch your MFD for the activation point.
So here we go then. So the whole point of this is just to really, you know, focus on getting our resource points here. So far, so good. Plus, obviously, we don't want to push the engine too hard in this session. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Open up DRS. So the aim for the season is to finish, obviously, ahead of Renault, because that's where McLaren is in real life, ahead of Renault, and gone a bit deep there into the final corner, which probably cost me a purple score. So I'm gonna just use a replay. I know you couldn't do this always, but I might as well, as you know. Oh, really? Struggling with the last two corners here, which is a bit of a shame. Alright, our final corner. That was an okay lap, wasn't a bad lap, wasn't a great lap. But yeah, quicker than Russell, which is obviously only a good thing, as expected though. But there is time in that lap anyway, a lot more. So right, that's first practice program done. Let's do race strategy, then we'll do time measurement, so on and so on. Till I feel like we've got or earned enough resource points from certainly these first few events. Cool, what we want to bring some nice upgrades to the car early on, be as competitive as we can mid-season, then hopefully that won't dip too much later on in the season. So, alright. So Vettel's just come out of pits, a bit like Gasly then here. The only difference is Vettel's in a Ferrari, we're in a McLaren. Well, maybe semi-competitive, if you know what I mean, overall. So through sweeping, left, then right. So open up the DRS.
Okay,
Looking
super job
okay.
so far. We're getting great data. Stay focused.
So we're ahead of Daniel, which is positive, and he's on the same tyre compound. Obviously behind Mercedes, as we'd expect. Now one thing I need to turn on is my track map. So you can see. Right now I'm enjoying it with it off as well. But right now looking okay, looking somewhat competitive right now in these early laps, just in practice right now. We're not looking too bad, you know what I mean, like car feels okay, car doesn't feel bad or anything.
Great lap. You've nailed what we asked
So
for. Keep it up.
our lap time puts us 0.8 off the actual pace of Bottas, which ain't that bad actually on a set of mediums. Let's see how well we do the rest of the circuit and finish off the program. And we're now starting to also race some of these cars in front, or certainly catch them. Carrying a bit too much speed through there that time round. Intriguingly, we're ahead of Ferrari, Vettel.
Okay,
Right.
super job so far. We're getting.
So that's the end of then that practice session. Everything seemed okay then there. Didn't feel too bad. The car felt pretty good overall so far, has to be said. Right, we'll now do a bit of
Best lap
tyre
so
management.
far is a 26.6.
And we'll also turn on the track map quickly. On-screen display, track map now on. So now we should be able to see roughly where everyone is in comparison to where we are, sort of thing, which sort of helps me gauge how much space. As you can see, there's nothing really coming behind me or in front, so I can see now where we are. We're in that last corner. There we go then.
This test is all about tyre management. Try to control the slip through each corner and take extra care putting the power down at the apex.
Oh. That was nasty. Like, I'll tell you what. Here I wasn't feeling too... As you can see, I was getting a little bit of slide even prior to that. But yeah, we'll use a flashback anyway. I don't really mind using flashbacks in this session, because, you know, the whole point of practice is practice. Like, it's okay to make one or two mistakes. As soon as we get to quali and the race, that's when I have to iron out them errors. Somewhat more, but anyway. It looked like tyre wear could be a bit of a problem for us this race. We're not looking too good on the tyres.
Managed the pace well that lap and time.
So, right, tyre wear was okay, it weren't great, I'm not gonna lie, I slowed down a little bit towards the end to make sure we get some resource points. Anyway, finally onto the quali program. So yeah, tyre wear certainly not looking too great. See how we do in cockpit mode. Nah. Right, here we go then. So not a great start.
Don't worry about tyres, just give it everything.
To our...
In this test, we want to make sure we can lap close to our rival's pace.
quali program, but alright, this is just a quick test, see how quick we are. Continue on. So even with the broken front wing, we're still just able to lap within the delta. Now I've got two broken front end wing plates. That's a lap gone. But I think we would have matched it, at least not beaten it. So I'm feeling okay. Let's get into race, shall we now? And quali.
And with all the cars now over the line, let's see our top three again. Hamilton, Vettel, and
So we finished 10th then there, which isn't too bad, I guess.
Good day today. Let's have your take on it. It's been a lot of hard work, but here you are making your debut in Formula One. You must be thrilled.
Yeah.
So how are you finding things at the team? Are you settling in?
Question, how am I finding things? I'm gonna put you get into F1.
What are you expecting out of this season? Are you just aiming to find your feet in Formula One, or do you see something more?
I'll be on track with this driver, I was going to say so.
Appreciate your time.
Give a bit of sportsmanship, of course. So yeah, you know, obviously first literal quali then this is. So aim is really to get into Q3, but at the same time, I'm just doing the maths. Is it worth getting into Q3? Because we could start on a different tyre, let's not forget, and go for something else if we fail to get into Q3, which would be okay. Like, I wouldn't be too fussed if we failed to not get into Q3, but at the same time, you do want to start, like they do say on a street track, track position is king. Now the thing is, if there was an early safety car, we could take advantage of that if we do get into Q3. I think we have the car to get into Q3, but hopefully we'll soon see. You know. But yeah, not too sure whether,
We're just about ready
you know.
to kick off.
But it is raining. Great. Well, talking about getting into Q3, out the window really, ain't it? 'Cause I'm not too good in the wet. I'm not gonna lie, like, probably one of the worst drivers you ever see drive in a wet race. And yeah. So here we go. Weather report.
These conditions don't look like they're shifting. We're predicting at least 20 minutes of heavy rainfall. Inters seem like the fastest tyre for now.
So they're saying 20 minutes worth of rainfall, so that's whole Q1. Certainly then at least guaranteed to be a wet session. Going off the track there. The only thing about these sessions is obviously no DRS, which sometimes helps to close up the field a little bit. Gonna use a bit of DRS, not DRS, flashback. As I say, I'm not that good in these wet conditions. I'm good in dry conditions, but I just don't like driving in the wet. It's horrible. So here we go then. On a lap of Albert Park, let's go. So turn 1, pretty heavy braking zone, getting a bit of slide through turn 2, then on the run down in turn 3. Second gear in the wet, third in the dry, easy. Use the car. I'll try and hit the inside curb here. Get close to the wall. Then get close to the wall again. So far, I wouldn't say it's been one of my worst laps in the wet. It's been actually a pretty decent lap. Probably one of my better laps in the wet so far. But still not loving these wet conditions. Now we've run to the line. It's going to beat Kimi Räikkönen by quite some distance, a 1:36.4.
Good job.
Not a bad luck then. That's pretty decent. We will turn down the engine. Well, that doesn't mean we are on top. Albon goes third fastest. Hamilton obviously right now taking that top spot off me. In fact, gonna get out of the way here. Getting out of the way quite nicely for Hamilton. See, came on his way. So right now, even though I don't like driving in the wet, we're sat second fastest right now, which would progress us into Q2.
There's only one lap of fuel remaining.
Magnussen goes fourth. So the top three now are Hamilton, myself, Albon, and then Kevin Magnussen back in fourth position right now. So, yeah, not too bad. After the first run, Vettel goes even quicker, now replacing at the top of the charts. So far it's not been a bad session.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1 minute 36.4. We're 16th in the speed trap, 172.7 miles per hour.
Right, so obviously don't really want to go out and use another set of wets or inters because probably going to be raining for the next session, but in fact we're quite healthy actually here. We're only 1.2 seconds down on the quickest lap of what currently stands as Vettel. We're only 1 second, 1.3 ahead of our teammate Carlos Sainz. So, even though I said I'm not that good in the wet, well, I'm not that good in the wet, but
You're doing a great job. We're much higher
certainly
up
doing
than we
a
expected.
decent job as Charles Leclerc. We'll watch this lap as it develops. So, Leclerc doing quite decent, good sectors, I would say. 26.1, that's not bad in these conditions. Obviously, the thing is, as the track evolves, obviously I would have thought drivers will go quicker and quicker with the track probably drying out a little bit, especially towards the end. Oh, what's going on? Leclerc coming in. Has Leclerc set a lap? He has. A 1:37.3. Okay, that's not good for Charles Leclerc. That's very bad, in fact, for Leclerc. So let's fast forward the time a little bit. Because, yeah, overall, still raining. We'll probably go out with around 3 minutes to spare, so we've got a bit of time to drive out of our garage. Right, we'll go out now. Here we go.
When you're ready, let's go.
So we're going out for what is basically not even an attempt. It's more just a drive around to see whether or not we get eliminated or whether we're on the brink of elimination, and then pray for the best. That's the aim, because I don't really want to use up these tyres any more than I have to. We've already used them for one lap. Got 2 minutes remaining here, which is okay. So things look good, should I say?
Okay, you're in the top 10.
There we go then. Hamilton gone even quicker. I think we should be actually pretty safe here, in all fairness. We've got 1 minute 51 seconds remaining. So really, if anyone wants to come out and do a better lap or improve our time to get through to Q2, they need to certainly be leaving the garage, well, long before now, about 20 seconds ago. They would need to be leaving the garage. So we're just slowing down a little bit here. Preparing to start our second of 2 flying laps. And we get a much better exit this time. Obviously out onto the straight I felt here. So should find time a little bit down this straight. Going into turn 1.
1 minute remaining, just 1 minute.
And we've binned it. So that's the end of our
Your
hopes.
front wing is damaged.
Here.
Expect a lot of understeer unless we replace it.
Literally, front wing damaged. That's certainly the end of our hopes. So we're now just relying on others to, well, not knock us out, put it that way. That's all we're doing now here. Hoping that others around us go a little bit slower, as we're even struggling to keep the car on the circuit because of the understeer. And we've got cars coming behind us who will be fast, if not faster. I'm going to stay well out of the way to the left here. So we're going to cross the line. See where we end up, even though we're behind our best. Take the closest run to the line. Where does that put us? Let's see. 9th. That's not bad, so we're through. We've survived the first session. Can we survive 2 more? If we can, then that would be great. Right, second quali, and looks like more of the same, more wet qualifying to come your way here, so
Track is wet
Q2
Feel your way around the conditions before you
is
start.
about to get underway. So here we go then. I'll tell you what, feels a little bit better than it did before. Probably just me though. Right, so 36.4 got us through to Q2. I'm going to say 36.2 will be what gets us through into Q3. But let's see. There we go then. On a lap of Albert Park for what will be the third time in qualifying. God knows how many times so far this weekend, probably about 6 so far. Here we go then, the final corner, cross the line, giving the Renault behind a bit of a tow. Obviously it don't really matter the tow in these wet sessions. As we head through turn 1. Absolutely trying to focus, not make errors. Alright, now say myself and that McLaren Renault is lapping very similar lap time right now. Guarantee won't be too much in it. Grosjean, 37.3 is the time to beat. Will be the first to cross the line. Take a bit of a dash. And we do go quicker, 37.0. Ricciardo goes slightly slower. I did say it wouldn't be too much in it between myself and the Renault, and there wasn't. In fact, only probably less than 0.3 between us three. Alex Albon just gone quicker, done a 35.9. So Hamilton gone even more quicker, 35.1. So times are coming down from the top teams anyway. So, yeah, things are okay, like, you know, not feeling too great. Feel average in these conditions right now, but also depressed, because I know there's more time each lap we do, even from that first lap. I really think there's more time in there, sort of thing. Like, I think there's about a second, gotta be. Just got to be 1 second roughly in the car.
Heavy rain will be staying with us for a while now, at least a 20-minute window of heavy rain.
So, first laps in quali once again done. Do I just settle for what we've done? Hope we go through. Because I really don't want to use a third set of inters, because in Q3 there's just no point, is there? might as well just hope we go through, and if we do, that'll be then the end of our session anyway, like, because I'm not going to use in a third set, because if it rains in the race, we've literally got no set of inters to fall back on. That would be fresh for the race, and that can be quite some advantage actually, having a fresh set of inters. May not sound like it, but literally it can be, trust me. Anyone would tell you that. So, come what may, whether we're knocked out or whatever, I'm not going to go out again. I'm committing to whatever happens now. We are out, we are eliminated, and we're last. Okay, that's fine. So, we're starting 15th, then I'm going to take that because, you know, if there's more rain to come in the race, which there certainly could be, then, you know, oh well. But also, I get now a fresh set of tyres as well.
Will this be a problem tomorrow?
So yeah, I'm not too worried.
The weather hasn't been ideal in qualifying. What's your...
So, hopefully...
Great. Well, that's everything.
We'll have a much better race, and just get into it, like, you know, because, yeah, quite literally, if it rains in the race, which it could, we just don't know. I don't know, I haven't looked at the forecast for this weekend. Maybe something I need to do in future. Let's not forget that for Bahrain, but Bahrain usually is dry anyway. But as I say, like, if it rains, let's say during the race, which it could, like, I'm not saying it will, but if it did, then at least now we've got a fresh set of inters, whereas others who maybe got into Q3 don't have that advantage to play to their strengths. So, effectively, let's have a quick look. So yeah, right, there we go. So there is some rain, potentially going to be inbound for the final part of the final few laps of the race. So there we go. So, just as I said, if that rain hits, let's say a bit earlier or a bit later, you know, during the race, let's say it hits with maybe 8 laps to go, we have to go on to a set of inters. Guess what? I've got a fresh set of inters. I can literally take them fresh set of inters all the way for the end of the race, more or less, and that only benefits me, disadvantages everyone else. Also now, I can go long, whereas others may not be able to go long.
Keep your eyes open on the run to turn 1 and keep it clean. We want to come in one piece.
I want to go onto the softs, then use them at the end. So mediums, then softs. That's going to be the strategy then today. Then here, that's the ideal strategy, I believe. And yeah. So here we go then. Formation lap about to get underway. Then start 15th, teammates start 16th. So only a position, splitting the two of us. Here we go then.
Everything looks good on the power unit cycle, so let's concentrate on bringing tyres and brakes up to temperature.
The tyre's already pretty warm.
No threat of rain for the time being. Conditions looking good.
So, obviously, Stroll is up ahead. Hopefully we can get past Stroll pretty soon on in this race. All do, we've gone into the back of a Lance Stroll. We'll just use a flashback so we don't get disqualified from the race. Or from, not from race, but from the formation lap. So here we go then. I do love, I'm not going to lie, the blue on this McLaren. The blue and orange looks lovely. But here we go then. So 5 red lights are about to come on, and once we do, season 1, episode 1 is officially, let's say, underway. 5 red lights, it's lights down, away we go then. It's been an okay start, not too bad, but the Alfa Romeo behind me gets a good start indeed. We come to the right to cover off, and we go down the inside. Lance Stroll, tiny touch on my left wheel, but nothing too major. I don't think we've sustained any damage. No, we haven't. So we remain in P15 then. Down the inside of Pierre Gasly we will go then, who's got a bit of front wing damage on his left, right end plate. As we go round the outside of Gasly then here, and that promotes us up into 14. So it's all kicking off a little bit up in front of me here with all these cars here, as you can see. But everything for now seemingly okay. So we're running in 14th behind Lance Stroll, as we could have had a dive down the inside, but thought twice about it then there, and we'll take that start indeed. So obviously we're on the harder tyre, so we're now just gonna try and run a bit longer into the race than here. And obviously, hopefully, going long will work, whereas others may be running a bit shorter into the race. And yeah, there's a Lance Stroll. Cuts me up there. I legitimately had Lance Stroll, so my teammates are already also up into 15th now. So both of us McLarens are carving our way through the field okay at this early stage of the Grand Prix. Obviously, teammate is right now the #1 driver, but I'm not gonna give up position easily to my teammate. Both on 2 different strategies. So let's try and put a bit of breathing room between myself and my teammate here. And we've sustained a bit of front wing damage. What idiot am I? Literally, Lance Stroll is more of an idiot. I'm just going to use one flashback here. But literally, I could have gone down the inside, but he locked up. He made a sort of double move there. Anyway, for crying out loud, Lance Stroll. Literally, I hate Lance Stroll in this game. I hate all the AI in this game. Pathetic, literally. What's going on? I can't. You cannot follow. You have to. Like, why are they breaking into this corner anyway? That what shocks me. Is braking. Like, Lance Stroll must have some damage, and yes, he does. That's why he's going slow. Okay, now I realise. Right, that's why I thought he was going a bit slow. Now I understand a little bit more as to why he's going slow. I thought he was just going slow because he was a crap driver and the AI was being a bit stupid here, but no, he's going slow because he's got a bit of front wing damage. Alright, that makes a bit of sense, so gotta be a little bit patient here. Let's get Stroll now.
DRS is being enabled this lap, and we can use DRS
Mercedes outdriving me.
the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Trying to bully
Yellow flag.
one of our...
Someone's come off ahead of you. There's a yellow flag
trying to
ahead.
bully Stroll, but... So, that's us up into the point.
Okay, clear.
So, by the way, we're already in the points. Next up, guess who? Kimi Räikkönen. So, thank you, Perez. Right, let's get into a rhythm here. So no DRS, which is okay, I guess. We're not within DRS range of anyone. And we've got 4 seconds make up on Kimi Räikkönen right now.
DRS will be offline. There's a fault with the rear wing system. Stay out. We can work on a fix remotely.
Hopefully, we can chase after Kimi, see how our pace is over the next, let's say, couple of laps. So gap's 4.2, so coming down a little bit, slightly that did, and then by about half a second. The middle sector not really going down too much. Time isn't there. So how's this lap?
Rain is forecast in just over 10 minutes time. Rain in 10 minutes.
The rain 10 minutes time, apparently. So these tyres obviously are going much longer than those on the soft. Now, if we can get these, let's say, to rain window, we could be running as high. We could be... Oh, I was going to say before that spin, let's have a look at that. That was a Vettel spin. Literally, what actually happened? So we got on this right curb. Clearly unsettled the car. Yeah, we went around. Yeah, that was a bit odd. So clearly, avoid curb on right, because it doesn't like me. Anyway, so as I was saying, if we can give these to, let's say, the rain window, these tyres, which we should be able to do quite easy, we're sat in a very good position, aren't we? But we're at least sat in like P5, maybe P6, something like that.
The car ahead is 3.6 seconds.
Just depends on like what others are doing. Alright, gonna say a bit of ERS here for the next maybe lap. So we are catching. Oh, what the frick am I doing? Alright, so we've gained on these lot up in front here.
Okay, we've got plenty of energy. Switch to overtake and have a go.
So I forgot we got no DRS, do we? So because of no DRS, I need to remember whatever move we make has to be pure, well, pure speed of a car, really.
Data shows the tyres are okay right now. We anticipate good levels of grip for the next few laps at least.
Weather update. Right.
Some information on Stroll. They're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of problem with their car.
I don't care about Stroll. Oh, for crying out loud, really? They keep on breaking into this corner. Has Raikkonen got any damage? No, he hasn't. So Raikkonen's literally got no excuse.
We think we may see some rain. ETA is about 15 minutes. Dries seem like the best tyre for now.
So the ETA on that rain's changed. It was 10 minutes, now it's 15. Oh. No, you're having a joke. There you go. So that's everyone, how you make a track pass without DRS. Teammate status. Teammate status. Teammate status.
We're leading our teammate by 8.8 seconds. They're on old softs. They're in 13th. The time last lap was a 1:30.8.
So 8 seconds back to my teammate. Full race update.
P9, you're running in P9. Ricardo is ahead of you. Our gap to the car in front is 2.0 seconds. They're on old softs. Raikkonen is behind you. The gap to the car behind is 2.3 seconds. They're on old softs. They have some kind of mechanical problem. The distance to the leader is 21.1 seconds.
So Raikkonen some sort of mechanical issue. Again, that would explain why he was braking. It'd be nice to know if the engineer could tell me constantly who's got issues, what issues they are. But right now, I don't know whether Ricciardo, who I'm going up to, has got any sort of issue. Right now, I know that we've got no issue, like, now anymore.
Okay, you're in the top 10.
And I know we're gaining on Daniel. So, these soft tyre runners, those on the soft, should be pitting certainly within the next 2 or 3 laps. So we're going to breeze past Daniel here.
Nice work, that brings you up a place.
That was a decent overtake. Daniel will have his chance to come back, but fortunately not long enough that straight for him, isn't. Weather report.
Okay, gap ahead is 2.8 seconds. We're expecting rain in around 10 to 15 minutes. Dries seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
So right now, I feel like I'm the fastest, certainly driver on the track right now. I don't feel like anyone is quicker than me. No, Ricciardo ain't.
Rain is forecast in just over 10 minutes time. Rain in 10 minutes.
So rain in 10 minutes. Again, I don't know whether that's genuine or whether it's not right now, because we were told that about 5 minutes ago. Now, it does seem to be a little bit more cloud coverage coming. So, we do move ahead of Leclerc, who was, I believe, our race leader, or Hamilton was. So, we may actually come out here in the lead of the Australian Grand Prix here. Put it this way, I know we're in a alright position. So we've got around 7 laps still to go to our pit window. Full race update.
We're sat in 6th. Albon is ahead of you. Gap to car in front is 8.2 seconds. They're on old softs. Leclerc behind. Our gap behind is 4.1 seconds. They're on fresh hards. Okay, gap to leader, 22.8 seconds. 6 laps until your pit window is open. 19 laps to go.
So the race leader may not come out in front of me here. I may come out in front of them. Obviously, I'd only be holding them up, so I won't fight them too hard. So, are we going to come out in the lead here?
Vettel is in the pits.
Yes, we are. Or are we not? No, we're not. So, Verstappen's your race leader. We come out, though, just ahead of Hamilton. So, for Verstappen, that is literally the ideal scenario.
15.4 seconds.
If you're Verstappen, because now you got a McLaren separating you and Hamilton, if you know what I mean. So really, Hamilton will want to get past us as quick as lightning, I would imagine. Then you got the 2 Ferraris. Well, you may get held up by me anyway. I honestly have no idea what Hamilton was doing there. Weather report.
Looks like rain is inbound, and we're expecting it in around 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Tyre for now.
Inbound, 5 minutes till the rain. As we make a big error there. Huge error, in fact. As we're racing for the podium here. Here we go then. Down the inside of Bottas, we get the inside line and we take P3. This is entertaining. So rain is due, I'm feeling it as well. We could get the podium actually here, let's fight.
The gap to the car ahead is 4.0 seconds.
So there goes Vettel. It's a nice move actually. Can we come back at Vettel? That's the question. If not, then the ultimate aim is just to hang on down the straight against Charlie Leclerc. Weather report.
Radar suggests some weather is going to hit in around 5 minutes time, so stay on your toes. Dries seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
Oh dear, these tyres are on a knife edge right now, as we're really battling, probably over hard right now. I can see tyres are really on a knife edge here. And we're surrounded, we're in a Ferrari Mercedes sandwich, this ain't good. 3 into 1 doesn't go. Oh, for crying out loud. Well, I guess we had a good battle whilst it lasted. Put it that way.
Let's use some of this energy. Increase the ERS deployment. We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the softs.
Weather report.
The rain is a few laps out yet, but it is coming. Be careful. Dries seem like the best tyre for
Now,
now.
I'm worried that we're on such a warm tyre, we'll have no grip when the rain comes. I'm going to try and take it easy over the next few laps.
Caution, caution.
There's one of Mercedes going slow here. Now, what would be perfect if there was a virtual safety car or a safety car?
racing again.
I would literally be music to my ears. Right. We're coming in next lap. Just wondering, do we box now and say take P7, or continue on and try and fight Albon?
The car behind's tyres are in much better condition than yours. We'll keep an eye on the times.
Box this lap.
Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
Right.
Okay, we don't think we're far away from some rain. I'll keep you updated as the conditions change.
The engineer telling me not far away from rain either, but I'm coming in. I think now's the right time, because if we're not far away from rain, if we're on, let's say, the actual softest tyre, that's only good actually. I've just thought about that.
Release.
Everything's gone wrong in this race. That could have, couldn't it? Right, come on. Right, so it should come out in front of Ricciardo.
Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
Here you go then. So we're only going to be on these tyres for probably not even 10 laps. Plus it's not only how long we're on the tyres for, it's also the fact
Let's turn up the ERS
that
deployment and burn
we're
some
going to
of this
be
energy.
switching on to inters. If rain does come, that'll make the line more slippery, and general rule of thumb is go to the softest tyre. Now we're in P7, so we're getting anywhere a good haul of points, 8 points on our debut for McLaren, and the rain is now confirmative here, legit. So the lap we pit, if the lap rain come, so anyone on the hard tyre may struggle a lot here, because they'll find it really difficult to keep their tyres warm and in the zone. Anyone on a softer compound, well, it'd be a little bit easier. The group should, for crying out loud, last for far longer. Got too good of a drive off that corner. But yeah, the grip should last for far longer, and should be able to go quicker.
5.7 seconds. We're leading our teammate by 13.5 seconds.
And that's the thing, you want to be able to feel when the track is wet enough to go to inters. I don't want to be tricked into going into inters, because right now I may be on the medium, let's say, but I may think, oh yeah, now the time to go to inters, even though nowhere near. Whereas now, being on a fresh set of tyres, I'll know exactly when, hopefully, to go to the inter tyre and make that change. I'm going to say at this rate, lap 22. Anything from lap 20 to 22. I'm going to say it'd be either 21 or 22. That's the time when we're going into the inters. So we're 3.5 seconds down on Kevin Magnussen. We're on the softs. He's on the hards. If we can get 8 points on our debut, that'd be a very good score of points. I'm not gonna lie, that'd be awesome. And it'd be a very good comeback as well. Okay, we've made 1 or 2 mistakes, I'm not gonna lie about that. But we've been pretty good, we've been quickish throughout today. And we've been quicker than our teammate.
Repeat that, there's interference.
So this would be a very good drive if we come back from P15 to P6. That'd be 9 positions. So, doing well here. Tyres are lasting long. And obviously it is raining quite hard now. So, I wouldn't say it's too long to the
Be
enters.
careful on those slicks. These conditions are making the line a bit greasy, but we're still nowhere near the changeover point. Okay, gap ahead is 1.5 seconds.
There we go, DRS.
Increase ERS deployment. It's time to use some of this charge.
So, yeah, Magnussen struggling a lot here, and just see how much wheel spin he's getting a whole load of wheel spin he is off each traction zone. Just look. You can just see how much more confident I am in terms of able to plant the car where I want it to really go. And I'm just playing around here, just watching. Straight line speed. Typical K-Mag.
Okay, even though we're seeing cars struggle in these conditions, if we pit printers now, we're going to be too slow and we'll burn them out. Make the best of it for the time being.
Here we go. Doo-doo. What's Danish for thank you? Actually, no, need Danish for goodbye. So I'd say another 3 laps here. Maybe less actually, maybe 2. But certainly not intermediate yet. It's certainly drivable these conditions. Well, I'm certainly finding them pre-drivable.
That looked bad. Are you alright? Let me know you're
No,
alright.
no, no! We effed up. We were getting confident in the wet conditions. And we messed up. Trust me, ain't time though, come in. Say another 2 laps. Like,
Gap to
you
car
know.
in front is 13.4 seconds.
If I'll change my opinion, maybe this lap. Let's just feel. Maybe one more lap. I'm going to commit myself to.
10 minutes left of this rain, then we think it's going to dry up. 10 minutes.
It's difficult actually. Is it raining hard enough to switch tyres? That's the question I've got. Or should we just try and treat our tyres quite nicely?
ERS to overtake, please. Push now.
Oh, for crying out loud. It's just the line is greasy at the moment.
You're increasing the gap on the car behind by 0.5 per lap. The gap to the car ahead is 13.1 seconds.
We do have a chance of overtaking the car in front. So long we bring down the gap now, the car maybe come down a little bit quicker than this, I'd said. Be at least coming down about 2 seconds a lap. Maybe 3 actually seconds. Still working out whether or not. Also, it's
Let's use some of this energy. Increase the ERS deployment.
Right, let's try and do a quick lap.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining. They look okay for now, but we can see the wear. If you can't feel it already, then you'll certainly start too soon. Just be careful.
So lap 22. Lap 26, sorry.
No longer sure that these tyres are the right ones. It might be time to come in and change.
The team persuaded me to come in for Cerventas. Oh, maybe. Not too sure myself, quite frankly.
Okay, the gap behind is 7.1 seconds.
Yeah, it's time. Box this lap. Box this lap.
Confirmed. We'll receive you at the end of this lap.
I think it is time. Weather report.
We anticipate an end to this rain in around 5 minutes. Dry
That-
seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
It ain't worth it, even if it is wet. Gotta stay out till we get to a point where
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
so even if we lap in 11 seconds slower,
Gap to teammate behind is 23.8 seconds.
we just gotta stay out and pro up with it. %. Right now, I can guarantee we're 100% on the wrong tyre. When we're lapping 4 seconds slower in the first sector, this isn't the right tyre for these conditions.
Let's turn up the ERS deployment and burn some of this energy.
I love my race engineer. Turn up the engine. Come on, mate. Go faster. You can't, mate. We're driving on ice. That's what we're doing. Alright, you know. I think this is the slowest end to a race yet. We're lapping 12 seconds a lap slower in these conditions. Well, everyone, if you want to learn how to drive on rain or in the wet on a pair of slicks, this is how you do it. You gotta go slower than a G-Whiz.
Is 5 or 10 more minutes of rain before it dries up.
Don't really care, we're almost there.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left. This is your final lap of the race. Gap to the car in front is 14.3 seconds.
So,
are you okay? That was a big one. Confirm you're okay, please.
I crashed where Pastor Maldonado crashed. Jesus. Alright. Oh, gee. So Verstappen is the race winner, and on the opening day of the season, he is the victor.
The gap behind us is 8.5 seconds.
We haven't done too bad for ourselves. Literally, I'm gonna walk this home. So we come home in P6. It's a decent result. Then,
Pick up rubber and bring
not
it
bad, but at the end of the day, they were difficult ending conditions in there
Red Bull pulling out
for us.
all the stops.
So Red Bull takes the win.
Drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team.
So there's top
They
three:
performed
Verstappen,
exceptionally
Bottas,
today,
and
keeping
Vettel.
us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the
Then,
entirety of the race. Congratulations. And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. Today's performance means Max Verstappen.
So we do
now
pick up a
owns the
5-second
top
penalty.
spot
I'm
in
not
the
too
Drivers'
sure what
Championship.
for.
Now let's discuss, Ants. Who would you
But we
say
still
is a
finish
contender
just
for driver of the day?
sixth
Have to
place.
give it to Khan. They demonstrated a very delicate touch in close proximity to other
So
cars,
we get driver
as
of
well
the
as
day.
showing a lot of maturity and patience in difficult situations.
Let's move
there
on
we
to
go
the
then.
constructors. Red Bull
8
take
points.
over as championship leaders. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
And we are sat in 4th. But not a bad result overall, because 9 points, that's a very decent result for our championship campaign start. Sainz 6th in the drivers, ahead of the likes of Magnussen, Ricciardo. How long we can stay in 6th is only a matter of question, because I imagine Hamilton will come up through the ranks. But we are 6th place for now, and at the end of the day, that's what really counts, don't it? Nothing else really, I wouldn't have thought. But yeah, overall 6th place, not a bad start to our championship campaign. That's a fairly decent one, I would have said.
Amazing performance out there. I'm sure
let's
you're
get into
pretty happy
the
with that.
interview. So yeah, overall not a bad start
You
to the
gained a lot of
season.
positions during the
Not
race,
bad.
didn't you?
It was great. I'm gonna say the car sticking to the track, and in the first stint, the car was
You
very
really got
nice
some
to
control of
drive.
the
Second
car,
stint,
right?
it weren't bad
You
either.
must be thrilled.
Just a bit damp in the wet conditions, obviously,
How
a
do you
bit
feel the weather
slippery.
affected the outcome today?
Yeah. Guess it didn't dampen my spirits. That was a little
You
bit of a
left a lot of
jokey.
paint on the walls today. Great.
So,
That's everything.
yeah, you know, overall, you know, 8 points. It's going to be a tough championship season, trust me. Like, at the end of the day, it's never easy. But at the end of the day, we took 8 points from the first race. You know, if we can do that again, or, you know, get another good point score in Bahrain, well, it will be dry in Bahrain, I would have thought. I wouldn't expect any rain in the likes of Bahrain, because it's Bahrain, you know, it's the desert. Why would there be any rain in the desert?
Excellent
Wouldn't
result
make
today.
any sense
Finishes
at
like
all,
that
but,
will
you
look
know,
good on your contract
as you can
reviews.
see,
On to the next one.
very good then.
Looks
So,
like one of your rivals
let's
is also going
try
to
and
the
also
historical
upgrade the
event.
car a little
If
bit,
you choose to take him on, it might help get your name out there a bit.
and
Winning rivalries is
hopefully,
a great way to earn respect from your team and around the paddock, which will help make it easier to negotiate favourable contracts. Your first rival is always your teammate, but you can choose who to
upgrades
declare
will
as
come.
your
So
second.
Bahrain,
The harder the
so
rival from the eligible
4
selection, the more
hopefully moments. Going to quickly do this checkpoint challenge. Gonna sort of resign from it because I only accidentally selected it. I was only going to meant jump to next weekend, but oh well.
Now, while today's classic exhibition event has no direct impact upon the Formula One World Championship, you better believe that with their reputations on the line, the drivers down there are still hungry to show that they've got what it takes to get a win.
Alright, so literally we'll do it for fun. There you go, retire. So that's the end of the checkpoint challenge. Very good. So not too fussed. Right, now let's select the tyres. So I'm gonna go for the softest compounds. One thing I need to do is I think it's gameplay. Driver transfers only out of season. I don't want in-season transfers on anymore because it sort of ruins it. But yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, then please leave a like. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Until the next time, folks. See you all then.